Alright, shalom, shalom. It's Brother Kazak Magun. Coming at y'all with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be Only a Remnant Will Be Saved, you know. Um, First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, Wamalak Yahushua. And my reason for doing this lesson, because contrary to Christian beliefs, contrary to whatever Bible beliefs, you know, only a remnant gonna be saved. You know, it's not gonna be no so-called rapture where the Lord just go open up the sky and everybody just go get sucked up into the sky, and and um and everybody is just gonna make it into the kingdom of heaven. It's not gonna work like that, man. You know, it's only gonna be a remnant that's saved, and first of all, you gotta be a so-called you gotta be a Israelite, you know, to even be part of that remnant. So you know, we're gonna start off with the book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 22. It says, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea. So hold on. They say Israel is gonna be as the sand of the sea. What does it mean that Israel is gonna be as the sand of the sea? Let's get a quick precept on that real quick. We're gonna go to the book of Hosea. Hosea chapter 1. Just to see what the Lord mean by it, we're gonna be as the sand of the sea. I mean, we are as the sand of the sea, Salakia. This is the book of Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. So it say, being as the sand of the sea, you can't measure the sand of the sea. You can't number the sand of the sea. You know, you can't take you a little glass jar and then slide to the beach and then start picking up grains of sand like 1, 2, 3, 4 grains of sand. You know, you can't be doing that. You can't do that. Cause what? You gonna be doing that forever, man. You know, you can't measure the sand of the sea. You know, and even when you picking it up, it's still sand under the water. You know, it's still sand. It's still sand way deep, way far deep in the ocean. It's sand that's under the sand that you standing on. You know, so it's like you can't measure it nor number it. And the Lord said the children of Israel is the same way. We can't be measured nor numbered. You know, it says, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. So hey, I just needed that precept to show what the sand of the sea meant. You know, we can't be measured nor numbered. It's an innumerable amount of Israelites walking on this earth, you know. The Lord made many of us. Back to Isaiah chapter 10 verse Shalakia. Back to Isaiah chapter 10 verse 22, it says, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, you know, that means that we can't be measured nor numbered. It's a innumerable amount of us, you know. It says, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. So it say only a remnant of us gonna be able to return, you know. So not all of us, even though we as the sand of the sea, it's only gonna be a small amount, only a portion of Israelites that's gonna return to the ways of the Lord. Only a portion of Israelites that's gonna make it into the kingdom of heaven, you know, firsthand. You know, only a portion of Israelites that's gonna make it up on them chariots and then get beamed back down in the wilderness, you know, and make it through the wilderness, you know. It's only gonna be a portion of us. It's not gonna be a lot of us. It's not gonna be all of us. It's gonna be a portion of us, you know. And so like just like when the Lord flooded the earth, it was only a portion of people. It was only 8 people that made it through the flood, you know. I mean, of course, it's gonna be more than 8 people that make it that make it on them chariots, but I'm just using that as a comparison, you know, because the Lord said it's only gonna be a portion of us. It's only gonna be a small remnant, you know. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, Salakia, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. So it says it's gonna be many more of us that's gonna perish than of us that's gonna be saved. You know, like if it's say like it's this many of us. You know, you got a big fat chunk of Israelites. You know, and but like you cut like a little sliver of that out. You cut like just like a little sliver, like a little 2% of that out. So like this much compared to this much, you know, you cut like this much out, You know, only this much is gonna make it. You know, not this whole, and then the rest of that whole group, it's gonna perish, man. It's gonna get put to death. You know, that's how many of us is gonna get put to death. That's the comparison. Verse 16, here go the point. It says, like as a wave is greater than a drop. So you know, you gotta picture a big ass tsunami or a tidal wave or whatever, and coming onto the beach, whatever. You at the beach and you looking and you watching the waves and see how big the waves is, like them tsunamis that's always sweeping up the land of Moab and the land of Ammon, you know. But picture one of them tsunamis, and then picture like a little drop. Picture like a little drop of water, like a little drop of water from out this water bottle. Like if I pour some in the top, if I pour a little bit of water in this top, you know, a little bit of water just to fill this top, you know. Picture that compared to a giant ass wave. That's how the Lord said. That's how the Lord said it's gonna be. That's the comparison that the Lord is giving us. You know, the Lord said only that much is gonna make it compared to that amount of people being that's gonna perish. You know. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9. Because we finna start getting into why they go perish. This the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9. And I'm going to start at 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of the earth. I mean, in the midst thereof, Salakia. But he talked about, the Lord said, go through the midst of the city of Jerusalem. Now, we are people before we are city. So, you know, wherever we are, that's where Jerusalem is, you know. So, because we are a people before we are a city, you know. So he said, whenever he say go through the midst of Jerusalem, he meaning like go through the people, go through the Israelites, and set a mark on them that's sighing and crying. Set a mark on them that's tired of seeing they people, you know, pushing carts on the side of the road with everything that they own inside of it. Set a mark on the people that's out there homeless. Set a mark on the people that's Salakia. Set a mark on the people that's sighing and crying for all of the homeless people that we got in our nation, you know. All of the homeless Israelites that's out there, that's sighing and crying for that. That's sighing and crying for all the oppression that our people got to go through. You know, set a mark on the people that's sighing and crying for our people being last hired, first fired. Set a mark on the people that's tired of our people living in the projects. Set a mark on the people that's tired of our people being strung out on drugs. Set a mark on the people that's sighing and crying, that's tired of our people, you know, that's tired of our women going missing, man. You know, set a mark on the people that's sighing and crying about the so-called Northern Kingdom being locked down there in the border in them cages, man. You know, set a mark on them people that's noticing all of these abominations that's going on and that's actually trying to do something about it, that's saying something about it, that's taking action about it. You know, set a mark on them. You know, but everybody that's content, everybody that's okay with how the world is going, everybody that's cool with just working their 9 to 5 and coming home and rolling up that little blunt and going to the club on the weekends, you know, living paycheck to paycheck and not even caring about the women being snatched up, not even caring about people selling our body parts on the black market, not even caring about how the so-called white man and his police system is killing our brothers out on the street, you know, and they unarmed, you know, like what's the brother, Freddie Gray, you know, what's the other brother, Trayvon Martin, you know, all the brothers that ain't got killed by these damn white people that's innocent, you know, just getting their blood spilled. You know, set a mark on the people that's tired of that. That's tired of that's happening, you know. That's out here trying to tell our people to turn toward the Lord. Set a mark on them, because they the ones that's pushing this righteousness. They the ones that's trying to tell our people that we need to rehearse the righteous acts and come back to our heritage, you know. They the ones that's actually pushing out the word of the Lord, man. You know, everybody else, they acting all content. Everybody else, they just cool with their little job that they got and cool with their little car and all of that, and not even caring about the conditions of their people, you know, that they seeing every day. You know, they don't even care about that, you know. They rob, you'll be riding in the car with a brother, and you'll be seeing like all the crackheads standing outside the gas station and all of that, and then a brother would be like, man, hey, it ain't me. They be, what, it ain't me, you know. You'll be with chilling with your homie, and he'd be sliding in brothers and another brother's wife DM, and he'd be like, man, hey, oh well, man, it couldn't be me. It ain't my wife, you know. It ain't me. You know, the brother's sitting there committing adultery, and you just sitting there letting him. You know, you're not signing a crime for the abominations that's being done. You know, you got to be signing a crime. You got to tell that brother, that's adultery, brother. You can't be doing that. The Lord will put you to death. You know, like you got to tell the brother, like, brother, them your people out there. How you don't care? Even if it ain't you, them still your people that's out there. You know, them still your brothers and your sisters that's filling up them jail cells. You know, you got to be signing a crime for all the abominations that's going on. You got to be signing a crime for the conditions that our people is living in, man. You know. So verse 5, Ezekiel 9 and 5, it says, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after them. Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So he said, go ahead and slay everybody that's content with these living conditions. Slay everybody that's trying to make it out here in Babylon the Great. Slay everybody that's trying to live this American dream. Slay everybody that's trying to be a damn celebrity in this damn continent, man. Slay everybody that's trying to be a damn Hollywood star. Slay everybody that don't even care about that don't care about their people, that just care about themselves, you know. Not trying to make no benefits for their own nation, you know. Slay those people. Cause what, you can't be content with living in Babylon the Great, man. Let's go to Micah real quick. You can't be trying to live this American dream, man. The Lord gonna destroy you for that. You supposed to be concerned about your people, you know. Salakia. Yeah, we ain't past it. Bear with me. Let's go to the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This place is not our rest, man. You know, we wasn't put here to become no damn celebrities. We wasn't put here to live the American dream. You know, we wasn't put here to be the understudy of the so-called white man and to perfect our ways after his, you know. We wasn't put here for that. We was put here to serve a damn sentence, man. We was put here to be in slavery because we was disobeying the Lord. You know, that's why we was put here. You know, and that's why we still here, you know. Because we have yet to realize that we need to be serving the Lord in these last days, you know, and not chasing after the so-called white man and all of his festivities and all of his heritage that he done created for himself, man. You know, we got our own heritage, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments that we need to be following, you know, because that's the only way you're going to be saved in the first place. We're going to get into that. This the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. So you know this place is polluted, man. And if you joining yourself unto this place, and you content with staying here, that makes you polluted too. And they say this place is gonna destroy you with a sword destruction. You know, who's gonna destroy you with that sword destruction? The Lord is, man. The Lord is finna destroy your eyes because what? You too content with living here. You too content with the conditions of your people. You too content with not serving the Lord. You know. You too content with these damn abominations. You eating crab legs and shrimp and lobster every day. You shaving your damn beard off. You know, you committing adultery every other night, man. You know, you gotta get destroyed because what? You didn't let this place be your rest, and you didn't let the damn philosophies and the damn what's the word I'm looking for? You don't let the philosophies and the indoctrination get to you, man. It's all in your head. Now you celebrating the 4th of July. You got a damn American flag fit on. You know? This place ain't your rest, man. That's why you got to be destroyed. And that's why that remnant, that them people that turn back to the Lord, them the ones that's going to be saved, you know? Them the ones that's going to make it. Let's go to the book of Luke. Because we going to see the ones that's making it. We going to see the ones that's making it, this what they doing. This the book of, these the people that the Lord going to save. This the book of Luke, chapter 18, verse 7. It says, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. So the Most High is going to avenge those that's crying day and night to him. Like we just read in Ezekiel, the people that's sighing and crying, the people that's getting on their knees, bowing down to the Lord, facing the east, damn near over three to five times a day, you know, praying to the Lord, praying to the Lord to destroy their enemies, praying to the Lord to help send more laborers to get out on them highways and byways to preach this word, man, so we can get up out of here, man. So the rest of the elect, so the remnant of the Israel that need to be woken up can wake up, so we can get up out of here, so the Lord can crack that sky and send them chariots, man, to send that rest of the prophecy that need to happen, man, to kick that off. Kick off World War III, so our enemies can get destroyed, so we can get up out of here and get beamed down into wilderness and start establishing our kingdom, man. That's what the people is praying for every night. Brothers throw up curses in the beginning of their camp, saying Shalak Rayam to Babylon, Shalak Ash Babylon, send fire upon this city, send fire upon this nation, man. Destroy our enemies, send destruction upon Babylon the Great. Brothers are saying that in the beginning and in the end of their camps, man. We sign the crime. That's what we sign the crime for. We want the Lord to destroy our enemies, like our righteous forefathers did. David was praying to the Lord to destroy the enemies. He said that in Psalms 83. So like, is that Psalms might be Psalms 83. But let's go to the book of Zechariah. So we gotta be sighing and crying for the abominations, man. We can't be content with living here, man. Cause the Lord is finna kill it. The Lord finna kill a select amount of people, man. Only a remnant is gonna make it. Like we just read in Second Esdras, it's gonna be like a wave unto a drop. Let's go to Zechariah, chapter 13, and verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land," it says all the land, saith the Lord, "2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." So 2/3 of all the land, 2/3 of all of our people go get cut off and die. Every 3 people that you see, 2 of them go die, and only 1 go make it. That's what the Lord is telling us. It says 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Like the Lord said in the book of Isaiah, He'll make a man more precious than fine gold. So what is gold? Gold is something that's hard to find. Gold is like it's a resource that grows in the earth, but like it's scarce, man. It's scarce. It's rare. Gold don't grow in a lot of places. You can't find gold in a lot of places. You gotta dig deep down in the earth to find some gold. You gotta get up in the mines and crack all of that rock and to find all that gold, man. That gold is scarce. That gold is rare. What that tell you? It's only the Lord is comparing us to that fine gold. He said He gonna make us like that fine gold. We gonna be something rare, something that you don't find. And what is the opposite of rare? Abundant. And everything that's abundant is gonna get killed off. Everything that's abundant, them people that ain't signing the crime, them people that's content, they abundant. You see them everywhere. You see that it's a abundant amount of people. It's a large amount of people that don't care about serving the Lord. It's a large amount of people that just want to twerk their ass on Instagram all day. It's a large amount of women that just want to start OnlyFans pages and get paid to get looked at naked, man. It's a large amount of brothers that just want to go to the strip clubs and throw every dollar that they have, knowing they ain't gonna be able to pay their rent on the first, man. It's a large amount of brothers that want to go re-up on that crack and go re-up on that heroin and give it straight to their people, man, and destroy their people even more. It's a large amount of brothers that want to go grab them pills and go slip it in a sister drink and do whatever they want to that sister. It's a large amount of people that want to do that want to sow wickedness, But it's a rare amount of people that want to strive for righteousness and walk in righteousness and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why it's only gonna be a remnant that be saved, man. It says, and I will try them as silver. And I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Let's go back to the book of Second Esdras. It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 1. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. So the Most High made this world for many. Who ruling this world? Esau ruling this world. This world is ruled by the wicked, And this world, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people living in this world. But what the next world to come? The earth don't go away. Let's get a precept on that real quick. Cause a lot of people there get to reading that, they gonna be like, hold on, wait, the Lord gonna make a new earth? Hold on, what? No, that's not what's gonna happen. It's talk about a change in rulership. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. The Lord is talking about a change in rulership, not making a whole new earth. Not making a whole new world. Where's that word? Where's what I want? Kind of says, this is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. It says, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So the earth abides forever. The earth gonna be here forever. But what the Lord said in the book of 2nd Esdras 8 and 1, he said, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. The next world that's coming is gonna be for few. It's gonna be ruled by that remnant. The remnant is gonna be the first to start ruling that world. That new world to come. The world that's considered the everlasting kingdom, ruled under Yahweh Shai. It says, Salakia. I'm gonna read that again. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. So that means it's a lot of people that's finna die. It's a lot of people that ain't finna make it. They gonna have to be reborn back in the kingdom. Hey, we gonna have to see a lot of our best friends. We gonna have to see them in diapers. They gonna have to come through our loins. Lord willing. A lot of our family members that we love, your mama, even your mom. Your mom might be wicked as hell, man. She not gonna make it. She not gonna make it. The Lord probably don't even want her. She not gonna make it. So she gonna have to be reborn through your family line in the kingdom, man. So Lord willing, you see your mom in the kingdom, you most likely will. She gonna be reborn. She gonna be reborn through your line in the kingdom, Cause she ain't gonna make it cause she wicked. She ain't part of that remnant. She ain't want to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, And brothers just gotta deal with it. You gotta deal with it, Cause what did the Lord say? We didn't choose to come to this truth. The Lord chose us. What is that? This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he will give it you. So we ain't choose this life. The Lord chose us. And the Lord might not choose some of your family members. The Lord might not choose your brother. The Lord might not choose your girlfriend. But the Lord chose you because what? You in this truth. So you got to bring forth the fruit. You got to rehearse the righteous acts. You got to do this work. Go out on them highways and byways and preach this word and try to fish the rest of the elect that the Lord chose. The rest of the hopeful elect that the Lord might have chose. You got to fish them in. Because the quicker they get sealed, the quicker we get out of here, man. Let's go back to 2nd Esdras. We're going to go to chapter 7 this time and read verse 20. It says, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of Yahweh that is set before them. So a lot of our people, they go perish because they despise the law. That's going to be damn near the main reason that they perish, because they despise the law. They didn't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They couldn't stop eating catfish. Couldn't stop frying them pork chops. Brother couldn't stop shaving his damn beard. Sister couldn't keep the Sabbath day. Wanted to go out every Friday night. To shake that ass and whatever club it is, man. It don't even matter. Sisters is doing that. So it's gonna be a lot of our people that perish just because they didn't want to keep the law. Cause what? Let's go to 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9, it says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh?" What does it mean to be righteous? First of all, what is righteousness? Because if we know what righteousness is, then we know what unrighteousness is, right? Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6. Verse 25, and it says, "It shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our power, as he have commanded us." So it's righteousness to keep and observe to do all the Lord's commandments. Salakia. So if we not keeping the commandments, that makes us unrighteous. You know, if the Lord said he go kill all homosexuals, and we shouldn't be homosexuals, and you become a homosexual, you're not keeping the law. You know, you if the Lord say he go destroy everybody that's eating pork, like he said in Isaiah 66, you know, and 15 on down, you know, if you eating pork, you're not keeping the law. You know, you abusing the law. You know, you disobeying the word of the Lord. So what? You unrighteous. You know. So this 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, it says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh?" So it said the unrighteous, the people that ain't keeping the law, they ain't gonna inherit the kingdom. They ain't gonna make it. Not through that first fruit that go through the kingdom. You know, they not gonna make it. You know, they gonna have to be reborn. They gonna have to be reborn with that with the laws on their inward parts. You know, they not gonna receive the laws on their inward parts while in the wilderness. They're not gonna receive that benefit. You know, they're not gonna have the benefit of being the first people to get to establish the kingdom. They're gonna have to be born in it. I mean, they still gonna be royalty because they still Israel. You know, but you know, wouldn't you rather be wouldn't you rather make the first cut though? You know, wouldn't you rather make the first cut, make that team? You know, you wouldn't want to get cut. I mean, you wouldn't want to. Okay, say you trying out for basketball, right? Brothers trying out for basketball. You make it through the first cut, you make it through the second cut, but that third cut, you get cut. But the coach say you gonna be on the B team, and if anybody get injured or whatever, then you know I'm gonna go pick you up. I'm gonna pick you up, and you on the team for real now. Now, wouldn't you rather be on the team for real from the jump instead of having to be on the B team and wait on somebody to get picked up in order to be on the team now? You know, you would rather make that first cut to be on the team already, you know, instead of being like a damn secondhand citizen, you know. So as far as the kingdom, wouldn't you rather make it to the kingdom firsthand instead of having to be born in the kingdom, you know? So it says, "Be not deceived, neither fornicators." So brothers that commit adultery, y'all ain't gonna make it. Brothers that think it's cool to slide in another brother baby mama DM at nighttime, just because you see them arguing on Facebook. I see it all the time, just scrolling down the timeline. I see it. Brothers think it's funny. Brothers making all these damn rap songs, thinking it's funny. You go slide on another brother baby mama, or you go slide on another brother wife or his rib or whatever, and you think it's cool. You know, that ain't cool, man. The Lord go destroy y'all lives for that. You know, it says, "Be not deceived, neither fornicators nor idolaters, worshiping other gods." You brothers in Islam, you know, you brothers worshiping Caesar Borgia and Christianity. Y'all ain't gonna make it, man. You know, nor adulterers, nor effeminate. You know, you homosexuals. The Lord say he gonna destroy them. That's a sin worthy of death. You know, just like idolatry is. Nor abusers of themselves with mankind. You know, doing them drugs and all of that. You know, doing heroin. You abusing yourself. And you abusing yourself with mankind. You being homosexual. You know. It says, "Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God." So if you commit all of them acts, or one of them acts, you're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High unless you repent and turn away from them wicked acts and come back to your law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You ain't gonna make it, man. You know. Cause what? All of that is sin. And what is the wage of sin? Let's go to this. Romans 6 and 23. It says, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Hamashiach Yahushai our Lord." So it say the wages of sin is death. You commit all that sin, you gotta die. You know, and you ain't gonna be part of that remnant, cause you commit all of that sin. You making yourself part of that majority. and that majority is gonna be the ones that's put to death. That remnant is gonna be the ones that make it. You know. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So this scripture can go twofold. Because it says, except the Lord have left unto us a very small remnant, we would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah. What was Sodom and Gomorrah? So like Sodom and Gomorrah was back then, it was known for fornication, you know, sodomite activities, homosexuals running rampant everywhere, you know, all types of fornication going on back then in them 5 cities that the Lord destroyed. So it say, if the Lord didn't leave but a small remnant, you know, we would have been like that. You know, if the Lord ain't leave but a small remnant of straight brothers, we would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah. All the brothers would have been turned out. God forbid, man, because that's crazy right there. But the real reason that I wanted to pull this because the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, them 5 cities, they was destroyed, man. So it say, if the Lord ain't leave but a remnant of us that's going to come back and turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments, Israel would have been completely destroyed. Because what can the Lord do with us if we are wicked? If we all living in wickedness, the Lord can't do nothing with us. He gonna destroy our ass, man. And it's of the Lord mercy that we ain't consumed, you know. Let's read about that remnant. Let's go to the book of Revelation. We're going to start off in chapter 7. Reading about the 144. You know, that 144. The number that every man should be striving to be in. To be a part of, you know. It says, I'm going to start at this Revelation 7 and 3. It says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Yahweh in their foreheads. So it means hold back all the destruction that the Lord got planned to come into this world. You know, hold back all that destruction until all the servants of the Most High are sealed. You know, until all the brothers that's supposed to be the elect, until all of them wake up. You know, hold back all the destruction that's supposed to come upon the earth. You know, and it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So you know, you got 7,000 from each tribe, Salakia, not 7,000, but 12,000 from each tribe. You know, as it's go on to say from verse 5 all the way to verse 8. You know, and let's read about that 144,000. You know, let's go. Let's see who they are. Is it gonna be men? Is it gonna be women? Is it gonna be a mixture of both? You know, we gotta go to the book of Ezekiel. What is that? Chapter 34, I think. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 31. It says, "And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your power, saith Yahweh, saith Abanawa Yahweh." So he said the flock of the pasture is men. The 144,000 is all men. That's the government of Israel. You know, 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes, you know. That's the government of Israel, the Masharah Yasharallah, you know. And verse 9, skip it down to verse 9, back in Revelation 7 and 9, it says, "And this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne, and before the Lamb clothed with white robes and palms in their hands." So that great multitude, who is that? That's men, women, and children. You know, men that ain't making it in 144,000, but the Lord still counted them as righteous. You know, women and children. You know, that's the peaceable multitude. You know, like we read in what is that? Second Esdras. What is that? Second Esdras, chapter 2, because it said they had palms in their hands and they was in robes. So this second Esdras chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 42. It says, I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number. You know, it said a great multitude which no man could number, just like we just read in Revelation 7 and 9. You know, it says, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, talk about Yahushai, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing. So they put off the mortal clothing. They came out of the ways of Babylon. They came out of the ways of whatever society they was living in, and they put on the clothing. They put on righteousness. You know, they put on the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, they put on the armor of the Most High. You know, they had their loins girded with the truth. They had the sword, which is the word of God. You know, they had on the helmet of Salakia, what is that? The helmet of righteousness or something like that. Salakia, if I got it wrong, but you know, they put on the armor of the Most High. You know, they put on these laws, statutes, and commandments as a covering. You know, they came back to their true heritage. It says, they have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. So that, you know, they receive palms, just like it said in Revelation 7 and 9. These people, the peaceable multitude, they got palms in their hands, you know, from out of every nation. Because what? We are scattered into every nation, you know. Like it said in the book of Isaiah 11:11. I'm not going to get it, but it said the Lord go raise up that remnant out of, what is it, Egypt, Cush, Shinar, Pathros, you know, Elam, you know. We got people that scattered into all of them countries over there in the east, you know. We not just over here in Babylon the Great. You know, we got brothers and sisters scattered over there. That's part of that peaceable multitude. That might be part of that 144. You know, you never know. So let's go to the book of Romans. Cause what, it might seem like everybody wicked. It might seem like it ain't no righteous brothers around. Cause it seemed like that for me. You know. I only got one brother that I labor with. I'm in contact with brothers that's in other neighboring cities. I mean, not neighboring cities, but that's in other states, you know, that's in the truth. But what, it might seem like you the only brother that's in your area that's in this truth, man. You know, just like how Elijah was feeling. That's what we finna read about now, because Elijah felt like they killed off all the prophets and it was only him left. But what did the Lord say? We gonna get when Paul had quoted it. We will go to the book of Romans chapter 11 and verse 3. It says, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. So this, he quoting Elijah, what Elijah said in the book of 1 Kings chapter 19. He said, Lord, they killed all the prophets. It's only me left. You know, I'm the only one left. I'm the only one fighting for righteousness, man. It's only me in this thing. But what did the Lord say to Elijah? He said, but what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, meaning a complete number of men. It says, who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. So the Lord said he could reserve a complete number of men. 7 is completion, you know. Let's get a precept on that to show you that 7 is completion. Just a quick precept. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. What is that? Chapter 6. Proverbs chapter 6 and 16, it says, these 6 things doth the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. So it's 6 things that the Lord hate, but you add a 7th one and it make it a whole abomination. So that completes it into a whole abomination, you know. So that's a precept on that. So let's read Romans 11:4 again. It says, but what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Who is them 7,000 men? You know, that's 144,000, man. You know, I mean 7,000 as a complete number. We just read that 7 is completion. You know, that's the 144,000. You know, that's the peaceable multitude. But mainly the 144,000, you know, that ain't bowed down the knee to Baal. Let's read about that. Let's go to the book of Revelation chapter 14. Reading about the 144,000. How they ain't bowed the knee to Baal. How they ain't worship no other God. You know, how they ain't got no gill in their mouth. You know, how they ain't know no treacherous, but they all about the Lord. How they all about these laws, statutes, and commandments, and pushing this truth. Pushing righteousness in these last days, fighting against unrighteousness, rising up against the evildoers, like it says in Psalms 94 and 16. You know, it says, I'm gonna read Revelation 14 and 1. It says, "And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads." And I'm gonna skip down to verse 4. Revelation 14 and 4. It says, "These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins." These are they. So what it mean they not defiled with women? They not defiled with other doctrines. This don't mean that they never had sex with no woman. Cause some of us brothers, we got wives. We got wives in this thing. It's not unrighteous to have a wife. So it said not defiled with women. What does that mean? They're not defiled with doctrines. They're not into Christianity. They're not into Islam. They're not into Buddhism. They're not worshiping Shiva. They're not worshiping no false gods, no Chemosh, no Molech. They're not doing none of that. They worshiping Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua only. It says, "These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he go." We follow the Lamb whether Salakia, for I'm not trying to make myself part of the number. I'm hopeful elect. But it said the 144,000, they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. Whatever Yahushua doing, they conforming themselves to Yahushua's image, like it's in the book of Romans chapter 8. It says, "These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb." So they the first fruits of the Most High. They gonna be the government of Israel. Working right under Yahushua, working right under the Lamb. So yeah, that's So we gotta keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, especially if you want to be part of that remnant, because only a remnant is gonna be saved, man. And in order to make it through the gates of the kingdom, you gotta be keeping them laws, them statutes and commandments, man, or else you gonna be part of that wave, and that wave is what's gonna get destroyed. So I'm gonna end off with this quick precept right here. This the book of Luke, chapter 13, verse 3. It says, "I tell ye nay, but except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish." So except you repent, you're not gonna be part of that remnant, man. If you don't repent and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, you gonna perish. Just like that's red letter. That's what Yahweh Shah said. So I know I said I was gonna end it. Let me get this one last precept. It says, Revelation 22 and 14, last page of the Bible. "Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city." And that city is the everlasting kingdom of heaven. So with that being said, I want to be Israel, the Holy Shalom, and keep the commandments, keep the faith, and keep enduring, Israel. He that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. Shalom, Brother Kazak out.